Hello everybody, this is Saberrex coming to you live with my 13th video review for the Beasts of the Mesozoic 1/6 Scale Raptors Series action figures by Creative Beast Studio and David Silva. And today we are going to be looking at the second accessory pack in the toy line, the Desert Environment with Mononykus olecranus. So here we are. There it is, and before we take a look at this figure, let's take a quick look at the packaging for it. So here we have the packaging for the Desert Accessory Pack. And as you can see, it is gorgeous artwork done, as with all accessory packs, by Jonathan Quo. And what you see here is essentially what you get on the packaging, or in the package itself. So we're going to get more into detail with that. There is nothing on the back for you to see either. It's just a list of people who are involved. So let's move on to that. And I apologize if I can't get this fully in view. The accessory pack boxes are 12 inches long and very hard to get in frame, even with zooming out. So here we have the Desert Environment Accessory Pack, and we also have guest starring in this video Velociraptor and Linhayraptor as part of a demonstration for it. So let's get right into it. So here we have the miniature figure that comes with it, the small dinosaur Mononykus olecranus. So there you have this little fellow, and this is a really cool little dinosaur. It is one of the Alvarezsaurs, which are a group of small ostrich-like dinosaurs that only have one claw per hand, and they got very little arms, smaller than even T-Rexes or Carnotauruses. And yeah, they're little feathered dinosaurs that usually are no longer than about a meter in full length. So, very, very cool little dinosaur. I'm very glad they put him in the toy line because it really emphasizes what kind of creatures Velociraptor and Linhayraptor, among others, these guys were living with. Now, articulation-wise, Mononykus does not have very many points of articulation. His legs can move at the hip like this, like so. His neck can move side to side like this, and a little bit up and down, not much. He does have a little ball joint in his tail, and the tail has a wire in it. And of course his jaws open and close. And truth be told, I kind of like having them open. His arms also move as well. There's a little pivot joint in the shoulder as well. So that's all the articulation he has. Now in regards to balance for this figure, I generally keep Mononykus clipped to the stand itself by way of this accessory piece right here, this little stand, but I replaced the head from it with the head from this longer leaping stand, which also comes with it. Both of these two stands come with the Beasts of the Mesozoic accessory packs for added posing capabilities, but by combining this clip-on piece with the much smaller stand here, I was able to stabilize Mononykus. Because he actually has such thin legs, he actually tends to droop over a little bit with time, so it's best to keep him clipped in to the stand via that clip-on stand attached to his tail, so that way he doesn't fall over. He does, because of his thin little legs, he does have some balance issues, but they're easily solved by way of that attachment piece. So it's a very, very easy fix, nothing to get concerned about, and it really works. It's not noticeable at all. So I really like that, and it gives the Mononykus a sense that he's kind of running away from everything. You of course can also attach ball joints into the figure itself. There's actually a small ball joint attached into the stand underneath the Mononykus' foot. I'm not going to remove it, but yeah, that also helps in regards to posing him wherever you would like. There's ball pegs all around that, and if I was to take this rock off like so, you will see this tiny little ball peg inside of that. And this is one of the other cool things about the accessory pack. It's got a rock as well. So putting that back on like so, and it doesn't really fit in very well because it's just kind of loose. Yeah, but yeah, that rock is one of the other cool things about this environment pack. It also comes with this other much smaller rock, which does not have any sort of attachment at all. It just kind of sits there. You can put it on the display stand here, or on the stand for one of the Raptors, one that's connected. And as with all Beasts of the Mesozoic accessory packs, the stand for the Beasts of the Mesozoic figures, the main Raptors action figures, actually hook in like puzzle pieces to the display stand for the accessory packs itself. So that is a very cool feature. It's featured on both sides. I'm removing this. But yeah, you can see very plainly that the Beasts of the Mesozoic stands connect to the accessory pack stand itself. So you can get a lot of good poses and displays out of that. You can display them however you want. You can have them leaping, running, jumping, hunting. There's no limit to that. Now, moving on to some of the other pieces of the accessory pack, I'm going to zoom out a little bit and show you this. This is another cool feature of the Desert Accessory Pack. This is the skull of Protoceratops andrewsi, the main prey item for Velociraptor, and it is also a part of the Desert Accessory Pack to make it look like bones bleaching in the desert sun. A lot of people associate deserts as being lifeless, and often with bleaching bones left over from animals that died. And I thought it was really great that they decided to add in the skull from Velociraptor's favorite prey item, which is of course Protoceratops. And this is a big skull, as you can see. Comparing it to the Velociraptor, this is actually comparable in size to it. This is actually to scale with the Beasts of the Mesozoic figures themselves. So it gives you a sense of how big Protoceratops is in comparison to Velociraptor. So this is accurate in regards to size. And I like to just set it up right against here where Linhai is, just so that it kind of merges the figures with the display stand a little bit better. But you can pose that however you want, wherever you want, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous in regards to that. Now, in addition to that, as with all Beasts of the Mesozoic accessory packs, it also the Desert Accessory Pack also comes with a nest of eggs, which I shall show you right here. Now, these eggs are kind of a dark brown, and like all the Beasts of the Mesozoic eggs, they do come with a hatching raptor egg right in the middle. And as you can see, the hatchling that's coming out of it is a kind of an ambery color. So I do like that quite a bit. But very, very nicely done. And yeah, I love just kind of displaying that. In addition to that, on the underside, on the main stand itself, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I hope you can see this, but the display stand itself has little bits of foliage and bone and just little bits of debris that are in there that make it actually look like the desert floor. Now I know Mononykus is in the way, so I'm going to just briefly move him for a sec. But if you can see that, yeah, you can see all the little bones and the little pieces of desert plant that are stuck to the ground in that area. Just so cool that you can add. Just so cool in regards to everything that was done for this accessory pack. Now, also in regards to accessory packs for this, the Desert accessory pack is definitely one of my favorites. I really do like it quite a bit, as you can see, and I think it looks fantastic. I wish that there had been more attachments like they have on the side for the rest of the Raptor figures, but you can work around that by just leaning the display bases for these stands against the back of and the front of the stands on both sides of the display stand for the accessory pack on both sides. So there's really no limit to how many Raptors you can put around it, but these two areas here are the only real places to attach display stands for both Raptors. But yeah, it works really, really nicely, and it works so beautifully. It blends in really nicely with the Desert Raptors display stand. So you can put Linhai Raptor, Velociraptor, Sagon, and Adasaurus around it, and they will merge very, very nicely in with it because they match up to it. Because these raptors are desert raptors, this is the type of environment they would live in. So yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, and it really reminds me of the Flaming Cliffs in Mongolia, and it is just so cool seeing that portrayed for an accessory you can make, well, an accessory you can add to your Raptors action figures for the Beasts of the Mesozoic, so that yeah, so that you can have a more realistic more realistic environment for them, and so the displays really come alive. There was no way I was not going to get these. They are just too beautiful to pass up. Now, price-wise, all the Beasts of the Mesozoic accessory packs are about the same. They're about $50, and they can only be found right now on CreativeBeast.com. And as I said before, regarding the wetlands video, I got all four at the same time, and I am very glad I did. And yeah, I've been creating entire worlds with these. There is no limit to creativity you can have with these. So you can actually have raptors sitting on the nest or scavenging what's left of another dinosaur, because again, the bones on this plus the bones on the main display make it so that you can make it look like they're looking for the last tidbits of meat. You can have them chasing the smaller Mononykus. And yeah, just amazing. They're just amazing accessory packs. The detail that was put into these by David Silva, oh my gosh, it is second to none. And I cannot wait to cover the last two accessory packs in addition to this. And then once I get them, I will also, of course, be doing the nestlings as well. So, lots to look forward to. And, yeah, I look forward to sharing these with you. So this is Saberrex signing off saying, you're never too old to play with toys, don't be afraid to unleash your inner child, and have a good day. Thank you.